myself. 3, about 4. Yes, it's not
okay. I want to really speak on the area where she said she was writing and suddenly forgot what she was writing. It was your fault. Yes, because you don't write anything without planning it. It's like building a house. When you are building a house without a plan, it will definitely collapse. So when you are building, when you are writing, you should have written out your plan. In chapter 1, these are the things I want to talk about. Chapter 2, these are the things I want to talk about. Chapter 3, if you are writing 4 chapters, you plan on your 4 chapters. And you must write out in chapter 1, these are the things, these are the characters in chapter 1. So that next time, even if you come back in 10 years' time, once you see your plan, you already know what you want to write. You continue from there. Thank you.
Moyin, it's good. What you presented is all right. You gave 5 instances when you're writing. The first one, you said nature. Nature inspires you. It's very good. When you have time, holidays, you can go to places. We have national parks, so the parents can take you there. That's the first one. Lagos, we have a ocean. Nature is good for you. Then you have challenges. You say the second one is challenges. The third one you gave is sometimes you feel your writing is nonsense. You don't have to discard it. Show it to somebody else. Don't say you're writing. Even you, a year later or maybe down the months, you might improve upon it and rewrite. Just like music. People, they remix music. You understand? Something that's done in the 70s, you just hear somebody remixing it. I don't know if, what is popular, Tony Braxton and Whitney Houston, they remix their music and it becomes world known. Your work, someone can see it and rewrite it or help you out. That's the 4th one. Then the 5th one, you see your parents always discourage you. Your parents discourage you that they sent you to school to become a surgeon and not a writer. I'll give you 3 instances. Whenever your mom or your daddy says they sent you to school to become a writer and to become a surgeon and not a writer, you can write it down. We have 2 persons, Dr. Wale Okediran. He is Dr. Wale Okediran. Write it down. Tell you, I'm not saying you should be bossy about it, with respect. Dr. Wale Okediran is a medical doctor by training, but is well known for writing. Have you written it? He's from Ile-Ife. Yeah? He's OAU. The second one, home here to you. Have you written Wale Okediran? The second one that is home to you is Dr. Tony Morinho. He's a gynecologist, but he's well known in terms of poem writing in newspapers and all that. Tony Morinho is a mixed blood. Tony Morinho, here in UI. Have you written the second one? He's a medical doctor by training, but he's well known for his writings and poems and all that. And the third one, I don't know if you've heard of him, he's well known all over the world. Dr. Ben Carson, he's a surgeon, neurosurgeon. I have all of his books, I have like 7 or 8 of his books. He has written a lot, his books, people study it as artwork in universities, just to encourage themselves. You understand? He came from a humble background, but his mother was very strict with him in terms of study and all that. He's one of America's best neurosurgeons, the brain. He's an African like you, Ben Carson. So whenever your mom and dad try to discourage you, you can mention this person, try to buy their books, their write-ups and all that. Even if you have a chance of meeting them one-on-one, explain to them, you understand? I'm not saying you start being bossy with your parents. Ben Carson's mother she was a hard tax master with him and the brother, but he's well known than the brother. So it doesn't mean that being a medical personnel, you won't write. Even you have to write journals. If you want to be a surgeon, if there's something new in your field, you have to write. So tell your parents not to discourage you. Those are the 5 things I noticed.
Thank you very much. Yes, another thing she mentioned, she said people don't read. Even if you write, who are you writing for? People don't read. So please, let's just have a kind of change of mindset. People read. People do. They read. And all these books you even use in school, people write them and you use it. All these your verbal, your quantitative, your English, your mathematics, people sit them. So you can be one of them. Let's do that. Even when you are a medical doctor, I still do that. It's a creative something in from the mind, not something that you force yourself. And another thing is what inspires you to write?
When I was in elementary school, we did an entire sport. So they gave us this book, Listen to the Zoo. So I was not reading through it. I went to the back. I saw some of the books the person has written before. And then my mom told me to buy them. I mean, I bought it for me. So when I was married, when I saw the person, when I read to me, the biography person that wrote the book. And like this person started writing at the age of 4. Like, I can start writing. So I wrote my first prose, tablestone. Like,
So story inspires you. Like, okay, I can think of something. That's very thank you. Yes, let's have the okay, Baba.
Yeah, thank you, moderator.
Yes, sir.
My dear Joshua, I wish you well in life. But some of the contributors have already said, particularly Mr. Fonsi, there is no harm in having more than one thing to concentrate on in life. What you should do is that you make one primary and the other one secondary. You do have to go pari passu. You cannot be going one way traveling. It's not ideal. At the time you thought you won't need the second one, you are rejecting outrightly. It might be the most low-cost saving grace for you on that particular issue. Tell mommy and daddy, mommy, don't discourage me. Since I know where I'm going, you say I will become a surgeon. I will try to pursue it. In addition, I will take all these things as hobby. Anything you don't take seriously, you become your hobby. Another thing you are interested in, but you don't take it as something you make it to make your life. Yes. Since you have believed that you are going to be a surgeon, alright, agree. That does not mean you wouldn't want to. If you don't write occasionally, most of the time when you go to the hospital, you cannot read the medical doctor's writing, and people have problems. If they have to go to a chemist for prescription, they do.
Scientific journals.
Definitely, I'm telling you. And they miss some of the right doctor's interpretation to give them a wrong medication. And it's very costly of their life. That's the reason why you go to